What's up guys, today we have Tecno Spark Go 2022, not charging. Let's open the device, remove the SIM card slot or tray, and now you can detach the housing from the frame. You can use any plastic piece or you can use your fingernails. We just need to put the piece in that way and the back will be loose. We have fingerprint at the back, so we have to make some heat to the back. You can bring your heating gun with 153 degrees for a few seconds because we don't need to damage that fingerprint sensor. You can see it's stuck and we don't need to make any force. Just go around the sensor, not on the sensor itself, around the sensor because there is some adhesive in that area. Don't also put too high temperature because you can melt the plastic. This is a plastic and not metal, so this is important for you. Keep detaching and keep pressing the finger sensor down because we don't need it. Just do it the way I'm doing it. I'm pushing the finger sensor into that position. Fingerprint sensor could be damaged easily, so you have also to be cautious while you are doing that. We are making some force, but not that force you think. We are always gentle with something sensitive to be damaged by our hands. Also, you can see how long we take to remove that sensor or the back. Alright, there is nothing left to be removed, just the adhesive. I told you it's around the fingerprint sensor. Now let's remove the screws from down. We are going just to remove the screws from the down. It's contain the loudspeaker. Remove it. Be careful while you are removing it. Alright, now we can unplug the antenna and unplug the flex cable. I recommend you to remove the up shield and unplug the battery first. Alright, let's continue. Anyway, let's just mention now that we can just fix the device by replacing the whole charging board, the one I'm holding right now. But in this video I'm going to proceed and replace the charging port. The charging port was broken from the inside, that's why we are going to replace it. So if you don't need too much trouble, you can just order a new one like that. You can choose an Amazon or eBay or AliExpress.com. These can offer these parts and then you can replace it by your own self. So you don't need to just replace the charging port because you need the heating gun with the soldering iron and need some experience. It may be seems not that difficult, but if this is the first time you are doing this, it's not easy for you. You have to practice and have some knowledge. This is anti flux paste. I'm going now to mix the soldering paste with low temperature heating, and then we can wipe it or wick the solder. Sometimes I don't know the perfect words to say, but this is a low mill temperature. We're mixing the two solder with each other so we can make the solder removed with a low temperature. Let's say the factory solder can melt with 4 Celsius degree and my can melt with 150 Celsius degree. So this is what we are making now, so we can wick the solder out easily. I should use a bigger tip, but unfortunately I just kept using this one. I just replaced it and I kept using it. You can keep removing all the solder, we don't need anything in there. Seems not all the holes are fully cleaned. Let's make sure everything is cleaned. Some paste is on some holes. We need to make sure all the holes are opened and ready to put the new charging port. If I'm using a bigger tip, I should have done this very faster. Anyway, it just happens. We can learn from our mistakes. It's not a mistake, but I could do the job more faster. Alright, we are done. Let's now clean with the alcohol. I'm using the isopropyl alcohol 99%. Alright, keep cleaning. This amtic flux like stuck on there. I don't know why. It needs some alcohol to be removed. You can see it's fully, not fully, but it's very clean. Alright, put the new one in position, make sure it fit. The pins, the pads, the legs are connected with the same thing. Alright, seems everything perfect. Now I'm going to heat it because it's not set down perfectly. Something is on the position. Alright, I'm going to heat first and then I'm going to put the charging port to make sure it fit and connected on place. Alright, now I'm going to flip the board and solder the pins. Then I will flip the charging port and then I will solder the legs. We just need it to make it solid so we can flip it without drop the charging port. Okay, let's now solder the pads with the pins. We can put the solder to the soldering iron tip and then it will spread to the pads. Alright, keep watching and do the thing we are doing. We can make it perfect and then flip, but we are not going to make it perfect. It's just temporary to solder the legs. The legs is very important to do because it's what make the solder port solid. I think now we are ready to flip the board. Alright, let's just start with anyone we want. Alright, we are finished here. Let's just clean the board from the back. Let's just finish and then we will clean it very perfect with the brush. Let's now continue make the pads solid again. Let's re-solder them to make sure everything is perfect in there. We don't need a not connected pin. Alright, this is perfect now. Let's make sure are all they connected? Yes, they are all connected and solid. Now let's assemble the device and then we can test. But before we are doing that, let's make the board clean perfectly. Let's put back the wrapper for the audio jack and for the charging port. Alright, put it in the position, connect the antenna and then the flex cable connected to the main board. And then we will plug the charger and make sure the device is charging or not. Let's now assemble everything back. Make sure the antenna cable is properly put on position. We don't need to damage that antenna. Put all the screws back and that's it. The device should be start charging again. If not, you can just replace the whole charging board. If you have any questions, you can just leave it in the comments below. Thank you for watching and don't forget to like and subscribe to support the channel. We will do something else in the next video. Peace.